Hi everybody, this is Pat. Today we're going to be making pockets for our woven gray junk journal. We're almost finished. I wanted to show you today how to make pockets out of copy paper. Usually you make them out of cardstock to make them a little sturdy. But I've been running a series on saving money by using copy paper whenever possible. So I have these pockets I printed out. I did them on my Silhouette Cameo Studio software, which you can get for free. You don't have to have the cutter. These I'm not going to cut out with the machine. I'm going to cut them out by hand. And I'm going to show you how we put them together and put them in our book. Okay, so I'm going to get started. I have here these two pockets, which we're going to use. And I also have a full-size side tuck that we're going to use. So I'm going to cut these out with my scissor. Cut them along the edges. I've already measured. They're the right width. The only thing I may change is the height. I don't like my pockets too high, too long, because then you really can't see the tags that are in them. Alright, so I'm just going to continue cutting these out. Okay, so I've finished cutting out two pockets. Here they are, and my little side tuck. I think that's going to be, it'll be right for the page. I don't have to cut anything off that. Now these are cut from copy paper, like I said. I printed them on copy paper. And they're a little bit flimsy for a pocket, because you don't want them ripping as you put things in and out. So we're just going to put a backing on them, and that'll make them a little more sturdy. Same with this piece. So I'm going to put this on. I'm just going to use white copy paper to back it. I'm going to use my glue stick. Take it off the top. Seems to be stuck. Oh. Would help if I open the right end. I was trying to open the bottom. Okay. I'm gonna get a piece of scrap paper here. Okay, I'm gonna put glue all around the edges. Right? No. Yes. Because I want to cover this entire thing with paper. So I'm putting glue all around. Make sure you get the edges and the corners. And I want to get glue in the middle, so the whole thing is nice and sturdy. Okay. Let me get these little bumps and lumps out. I don't know if I like this glue. It seems to be a little lumpy. Maybe it's just me, but... Alright, I have a clean sheet of copy paper here. There's no glue on it. I'm just going to line this up in the corner. Press it down. I'll get my bone folder. Okay. Give it a good press. Just spread out the glue. Make sure I spread out those lumps of glue that I had. And all the rest of the glue. So we have good cover on it. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Get some glue on it. Ooh. Hopefully this will work better. Getting the edges well and the corners. You see, I'm getting a lot of lumps in this glue. Okay. Take that one off. This one we're also going to back it on the copy paper. Leave a little space. I did cut these a little bit shorter. I didn't want them quite so long. So I cut off about 3/4 of an inch on the bottoms. this over. And keep spreading the glue. Looks like I got ink came off. But you won't see the back. It's the back of a pocket, which gets glued down. Okay, so we have those two. Now we want to do this piece. On the back. Put a little lumpy glue stick. Covering the whole thing. Getting the corners and the edges. Okay, now we pick it up. Get this out of my way. I'm going to put this one also on the same sheet. It's going to go this way. So I'm going to line it up, bottom and the side. And give it a good press. Turn it over. Keep pressing. I think that's good. Oh, it's stuck to my mat. That wasn't good. Didn't harm anything on my pocket. Okay, I'm going to let this dry a few minutes, and then we're going to cut this out. Okay, we've let them dry a bit. They're not quite totally dry, but dry enough to cut them out. Now I'm just going to cut along the edges. No fussy cutting here. Right along the edge. Okay, we've cut out our pieces. I did that off camera, so you don't have to watch me cutting. Okay, got a little bit of glue on my side top, but that's okay. They're not dry yet. But now we're going to fold them. We're going to make, these pockets are not going to be flat down to the page. We're going to add them with a little bit of a side gusset and the bottom gusset. So I'm just going to fold these over about 1/4 of an inch all the way around. Bone folder. That's one side. Here's the other side. By doing this, we are leaving ourselves a pocket that we can use the entire inside. If we had just glued them down straight, you lose quite a bit on the edges. I'll show you in 1 second. And you can fit more in these pockets. Give them a good crease. And then we trim off the corners. Same way we always make our pockets. Press them down, give them a good fold, and there you have it. So what I meant was, by doing this, you have that little bit of an edge, so that you can get anything in these pockets all the way up to the edge, where if we had glued it down directly, you can only go to where the glue stops, which probably would have been here. So you're losing like 1/2 inch on your pocket. And also on the bottom. So it just gives you a little bit more room, and they look a little more finished. So that's that one. Let's fold this one. About 1/4 of an inch, I'm not measuring. The other side. Give it a good crease. Now along the bottom, which is over here. This one has direction, being that I put a design at the top. I have to watch and make sure I have the top at the top. Okay, good crease. And we'll trim the corners. Set right across where they meet. Takes out a lot of the bulk in the corner. It doesn't get in your way when you're putting something in the pocket. So we have 2 pockets. Now we're going to do this piece. Now this piece we're only going to, no, we're not going to fold anything. This is going to get glued down, this side will get glued down, and the bottom. And then this will be open for a large tuck. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I put them in my book. Let's find a spot. I think I want to put one of these as a front pocket on the inside of the cover. I'm going to get my liquid glue here for that, wet glue. That works better on pockets. I'm just going to fix this little edge here that's loose. Get my glue started. Press that down. There we go. Okay, I fixed that. I just had a loose corner, a loose edge. Let's see, should we use this one or this one? I think I like the polka dotted one right there with those patterns. I'm going to glue this one down. I'm going to put glue along all 3 of these folded sides. Trying to cover up as much as we can. Not too much glue, but just enough to hold the whole thing down, the whole flap. You want the flap glued down. On this side. And now we have a sturdier pocket made out of copy paper and saved some cardstock. Okay, I'm going to put this down. Try to center it best I can. That looks good. Okay, we have to give the wet glue a little bit of time to dry. I do like that pattern on there. That looks pretty. It goes with these lines and this pattern on this side. Okay, being that I put wet glue on there, I want to make sure I didn't glue down the edge of the pocket. We want it open to the edge. Okay, that's good. I'll let that dry. And then we'll find another spot. That needs a pocket. Tuck there and a pocket there. That has a pocket. That I don't want to put anything on right now. Maybe right here. Anything close by? No, I'm going to put it on this page. So we'll be putting this one on this page. Just like we did the other one. Gluing all 3 sides. Whoop. There we go. I hope you can see me. Let me take a look. Yeah, I'm just about on camera. Okay. That's 2. Now we need the bottom. I'm not squeezing the bottle too hard, just enough to get out enough glue to cover the entire flap. Okay, I'm going to put this one here over a little bit. That looks good. I keep thinking this is the end of my page, but it's not. The end is over here. So I have room there. Okay, give it a press and let your glue dry a little bit. Can you see? Yeah. Okay, let's make sure sure we haven't glued down the pocket entirely. We just want the flap glued down. There we go. That's all open. So that's good. That one's done. And now we have our side tuck. We need a spot for that. Let's see. How about this plain page here? On the edge of the page. It's right there. So this is going to go all the way up to the edge. And it's going to go top to bottom. I see I have to cut a little bit off the bottom here. It's a little too long. I'm going to cut off about 1/4 of an inch. We check. Up. Yes, that's good. Okay, now when we glue this down, we're going to glue down this side, and the bottom. Just like on a pocket. So along the 2 short sides. But we don't make flaps on this one. This one goes down flat. The side tuck. Along the bottom. And up the other side, the little short side. Okay, so it's going down this way. Let me turn the book here so I can get it on straight. The ends and the edge of the page and the top. Press it down, let your glue dry a little bit. Let's see how we did. Oh, very well. Even right with the edge of the page. And then that we'll be able to put something larger. Let's see what I have here. Well, if this were something, this is a marker. But you see, you could put your larger things in here. Memorabilia, little booklets or advertisements, and wherever you go. Larger journal cards. So that's that. Now I also want to show you, if you have scrapbook paper, a full sheet, you can cut it down. Most scrapbook paper is really the same weight as copy paper. Mine, this is printed on copy paper. I printed this. So if you buy a digital collection and you have a lot of pockets or even plain pages with just patterns on one side, you can use them for pockets. Now this one, let me get my ruler. I think this is a little too wide for a pocket. Let's see. Yeah, it's 6 inches, so that's too wide. The page is only 5.5 inches. I'll have to cut off about, I'll cut off about 1/2 inch. And I'm just going to guess on this. I'm using my pattern to guide me along here. Pretty good. Alright, now if I were to fold this in half, which is what we're going to do, this would be the height of my pocket. So that'll be fine. Alright, so I'm going to give this a fold. How do I have tape on here? Alright, that's okay. Fold this over, match up the ends. I'm off camera again. My camera's not in the right position, that's what it is. And right now, looking at it, it looks like it stopped. I hope it's still recording, but I'll keep going. Okay, so this is going to be one pocket. We're going to double it up so we have 2 sheets of copy paper. And I think we're going to glue this with our glue stick. I'm just going to go over the center a little bit, around the edges. A little hard to see white on white. Now we're going to fill in the middle. Not entirely, but mostly. Okay, we're going to fold it up. Back on her fold. Okay, now run it up to the top. So we're gluing our two sheets together, just like we did before with our other pockets. That's good. I'm going to get the side one. Give it a good press. Spread out the glue. Both sides. And we have another pocket we can use. Normally I would let this dry a little bit, but I want to show you on camera how I do this. It's just like the other one. We're going to fold down the edges about 1/4 inch. Give them a press. Do the other side. There's going to be 3 sides that get folded. And the bottom. 2 sides and the bottom. Now on here it doesn't matter which edge you use as your bottom. 1/4 inch. Or thereabouts. Give it a press. Now we're going to trim the corners where those 2 lines meet. We just cut off the edge. The 2 fold lines meet right in the middle there. Okay. Fold them again. I can feel it drying now. It's getting a little bit stiffer. That just makes it sturdier. You have double paper plus glue. So that gives you a pocket. Let's get our book. I don't want this one more towards the back. I don't have too many pockets back here. Let's see. There's a pocket. There's a pocket. Oh. Alright, we'll put this one on the back page. I don't like the pocket on every page, because then you don't have too much journaling space. So we're going to glue this down with our wet glue on the 3 flaps. Get my glue going. Hope you can see. I don't want to touch my camera because I'll really mess it up. I'm having trouble with my tripod. It's just not staying where I put it. I think the springs are a little worn out. I have a tabletop tripod that clips on the edge of the table. And then it has these 2 big springs that keep it in position. But they don't seem to hold well anymore. Okay, so let's put this one down. Up from the bottom, kind of centered on the sides. Good sized pocket right there. I'll give you a measurement on the pockets, give you an idea. This one is 4 5/8, which is very good. The page itself is 5 1/2. So that's a good width. And the height is 3 3/4, which is fine. You don't want to make them too tall because when you put a tag in there, you can't see it at all. I like to at least see the top part of the tag or the journal card. Okay. Make sure we didn't glue it all the way down. Along the bottom and the side. That's good. And that's how we make pockets from copy paper. Now as these dry thoroughly, they're going to get a little bit stiffer. But they are, right now, very strong. No problem putting cards in there with tags. You never want your pockets too thin because pulling your tags in and out constantly, they might rip. See, here you have a nice sturdier edge. They last a lot longer. Okay, and that's it for today. We're almost finished with this junk journal. I don't have a new idea yet, so if anybody has any ideas of what I should make next, or a type of junk journal, please let me know in the comments, and I'll see what I can do. I hope you liked this video. Please hit the like button, and leave me a comment below, and hit the subscribe button, and you'll be notified. The subscribe button and the bell, and you'll be notified when the next video is up. Okay, thank you for coming. I'll see you soon. Bye.